to this natural vibrational healing session. This is part 4, week 4 of the Chakra vibrational healing. My name is Liz Dooley, and I am your live Zoom host today from Waterford in Ireland. Sometimes Zoom communication can be unstable, so do not worry if we have technical difficulties. Just before I came on, I pulled a card and it's Anya and it's Leaf of Faith. So I felt it was good to just say it because it talks about the fact that we're talking about the heart, and it says, leap of faith, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. During this pandemic, I am connecting my heart to offer these remote sessions to raise the vibration and consciousness on this planet in service to humanity and the oneness of all. We will explore a guided meditation to activate, heal, balance, and energize your heart chakra, which also relates to the natural air element that symbolizes our life force energy. This is program 4, and we have moved from the root and the earth to the sacral and water element, to the solar plexus and the fire element in the belly that's required for transformation. Today, we take a wonderful journey into that heart, known as the 4th chakra, which is the bridge between the upper and the lower chakras. Chakras are invisible vortexes of energy petals that vibrate to align the spirit, the mind, and the body connection. The air element is our breath with life. The heart chakra directly affects the heart, the lungs, our immunity, our chest area, our thymus, as well as our arms and our hands. When misaligned, poor circulation, high or low blood pressure, and other conditions can affect the areas of the heart and lungs, which are our air, breath element. I will be using the ancient Tibetan sound healing bowls that are tuned to the energy frequencies of our vibrational body. This energy will address any blockages which are emotional, spiritual, psychological, sexual, or physical. I am recording this Zoom webinar to share for those who are not able to participate today. You will be reviewing my slide presentations and profile picture for better audio. Please turn off your cell phones to reduce any distractions. Everyone will be muted during the entire program, except at the end to say hello after the recording has stopped. We will stop your video, the entire program, for privacy and not turn it on except at the end after the recording has stopped. So take a minute to adjust your sound and get comfortable now. Have an open posture as the energy and vibration flows through us. Be conscious that your feet are on the ground and that your legs and your hands are uncrossed, and your feet with the intention of peace. Be still and know that I am God. Now close your eyes, relax, and hear the sound of your gentle, deep breath. Every organ in our body represents an emotion, and nothing is separate. They are all connected. So now be open to every experience, as your heart is the soul and the air is your life force. Breathe into your heart chakra and let it soften into your air element. Breathe as you take in nourishment and life force energy from the God source. Invite the color emerald green, which is the color of the heart chakra, or pink as the divine sacred heart. Visualize a six-pointed star, which represents the union of the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy. Give your intention to open up your heart so that you are more receptive to love, love, love. The divine plan consists of the earth as a living nature and all of the cosmic planets that can influence our body. The planet, the cosmic connection, nothing is separate. We're all one. So all 7 chakras are associated with 7 planets. The heart is associated with the cosmic connection of Venus, and the sun is the solar system. Venus is known as the goddess of love, beauty, and victory. The sun is known for its power, its growth, and the vitality of life. As life is not possible without the heart, sun, and the air, breath. Let us now give the intention to align our heart to Venus and the sun for the attunement now. The angelic presence associated with the heart chakra is Archangel Raphael. He is known as the angel of powerful healing that heals the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, so that we can enjoy peace and good health to the fullest extent of God's will. Let us now send the intention for Archangel Raphael to be present with his compassionate care to come forward with his emerald green healing aspect of the divine. Envisage him now, feel him, breathe him in his green vibration with gratitude now. Breathe into your heart. See the color emerald green. the heart chakra, the green, and the rose. The fourth chakra focus is the developmental age of 18 to 25, with opportunities to embrace deep heart issues of virtues, love, passion, and forgiveness. Some people say it is green, but I believe that behind the heart is that sacred heart. Inside that is the color pink, which is the divine love. Feel that vibration now in your heart. The healthy relationships built through life with others always have a foundation of self-love and learning to balance. I will now share a heart rose meditation. So again now, breathe into your heart gently and softly. And as you breathe into your heart, you imagine inside your heart is a pink rose. And that can be a bud for this moment. Remember, you are a divine being. You are free and unattached to your physical form, and every encounter with any being, animal, plant, or tree, anything is God. Remember that your past is your past. The most important thing for our hearts and for our vibration and to open up our heart fully is our self-love. So love yourself more and more every day. Give yourself positive reinforcements. Praise yourself. We are now committed and surrendered to our spiritual path, which means do not criticize yourself. To criticize yourself is a lower energy. It is important to have love and compassion for self and not be your own self-critic. When you have love and compassion for yourself, you have love and compassion for others, and you do not criticize or judge. Lose yourself in that spiritual heart. See that rose as it is now. See it grow. See it grow, and even the scent of the rose now. Feel yourself letting go very gently and powerfully. It's showing the power of who you are, that you can let go of all that doesn't serve you now. anything that you're not desiring of self now that brings you to this highest vibration. As well as heartache and anxiety and stress, the heart is also joy and excitement and laughter. See yourself, give yourself a little smile to yourself even. Because how wonderful does it feel to let go of all that past? Remember, that's exactly what it is, the past. Do not judge yourself. Know that anything that's ever happened in your life has been a total experience. Nothing to judge or to criticize. See yourself as one with others. No better, no lesser. Smell the rose. Smell the rose that you are now and see it opening and blooming. How good does it feel that you've let go of all of them past issues and you've gone into the space of light, because your heart is light, your heart is joy, and your heart is love. That sacred, beautiful heart. And if you want to, you can imagine or see Archangel Raphael taking any baggage now and putting it back from whence it came, dropping it, letting it go. See your heart now as that sacred heart, and that rose, as you see it inside yourself, of that childlike joy. And as you breathe it into yourself, now let's send it out, that light and the power of who you are in that sacred heart, to send it out to all people. If anyone comes to your mind in particular, send it to them. To all the generations, to all people. Send it to all people, to all the animals, to all the trees, the flowers, the earth, the mountains, the birds, and the water. Send the power of your love and that sacred heart out there now. And the power says, as you give, so do you receive. Feel that powerful energy now. Emotion, energy, emotion. If you feel anything in your body now, just allow it to move through, whichever part of your body it is, and just breathe. And as you bring your energy back into your own heart now, see that beautiful rose that you are. And remember, that's who you are, perfect. Perfect. We do not get attached to our physical body. All we are is light and love and energy. And when you see it in yourself, your outer world will show you that. So breathe now. Once more, letting go of any past issues now that you're ready to let go of. And you breathe in the scent of the rose of who you are. Thank yourself for giving yourself that beautiful time, that beautiful space, and the love of your light and your sacred heart. The seed mantra through vibration for the heart chakra is Yam. I will do it 3 times for manifestation. The element of the heart, air, is invisible, but air is the element that links all the other elements and keeps the fire going. The lover of the heart is generosity, openness, loving, and goodwill. The actor is conditional, love bound by convention, which is a treaty or agreement. The element of air is vital to human survival. It is also the wind that moves the clouds. Communications and sound is the manifestation of this element. The oils and the crystals for the heart are rosemary, cypress, and ginger. The crystals associated with the heart chakra are emerald, jade, rose quartz, and the diamond. Visualize them now. Smell them. See them. And let them sparkle in your life. And take a deep breath now. out, bring your focus back into your body, grounding you in the here and the now. Gently wiggle your toes and your fingers and know that you're present in the now. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I hope you've enjoyed the sound healing with the guided chakra meditation journey and element vibrational alignments. We will share some, just a brief introduction of who I am. My name is Liz Dooley and I'm a health therapist, professional therapist, and I specialize in sound healing, acupuncture, and energy healing. We will now share some new and refresher acupressure and immunity points for self-healing. And we will close with the oracle card group reading that relates to the heart chakra and the air element. So when you're ready, we'll share and know that you can activate the innate healing ability of your own body. The points that we're going to do, it's just to know that we can heal our own body and we can move energy. Emotion is energy in motion. So here we go. We're going to go through some of the acupressure points. The small intestine, which is the heart and the small intestine are paired organs. So we're going to go, everybody, you know, when they see these, some of these are tapping points as well, and they're meridians and whatever. So I think it's just really good to know where the points are. And this leads to the spine and can help with head and neck problems, stiffness of the neck, the wrists and the fingers, but also sore throats and shoulders. So here we go. It's on the side where your little finger is, and where you can actually work up, you know, you don't have to have exactly that point because it's small intestine anyway. So I usually move in a clockwise direction to give it a little bit of pressure. Okay, so I would move along them points. Okay, so again, as you say, it's people who are doing a lot of computer work as well. It will help with them with that. Okay, now we're going to go to the heart, which is we're going to go to, I think it's heart 7 we're going to do. Or we could do heart 9 first, yeah? We'll do heart 9. And heart 9 is a very easy point to do. I love this because it's on the little finger and you can just work it. I cut my finger today, so it's just on the little finger and you can work it like that. Whichever suits you to work it. It opens the heart orifice. So it's the inside of the nail and can resuscitate if somebody faints. Very good for consciousness. But it's a powerful one because it regulates the blood as well. Okay, if you have any questions at the end about the points, you can let me know. Okay, so the next one then I love this one because it's to do with the pineal gland, and it's also it helps with anxiety, and very important, very important to keep our sinuses free. Okay, so when you work this, I find I can feel myself freeing up when I do it. So it's in between the eyebrows. It's great for headaches. And it's also good to balance the hormones and the adrenals, the fight or flight. Great. What I do when I'm doing them points, I'll also take my fingers and I'll move them across. It's like I'm releasing the headache. I do it with the grandchildren as well. So remember how powerful you are and the power of your own healing. The touch. So now we're going to go to heart 7. And heart 7, again, is the point for, like we were talking about the P6 before. Sorry, now I don't mean to get technical about it. So for anybody that doesn't know about it, Chinese medicine has been, you know, it's been here for over 3,000 years. And I'm sorry now, it's been here for 3,000 years. So each organ is associated with an emotion that's linked to your physical health. So if we have too much emotion, or our emotion is suppressed, or we're holding it in, that is what we call disease in our body. So it's actually the spirit, the mind, and then the body, it becomes the physical. So our disease is there before it even hits the physical. It's our thoughts, it's how we digest things, it's different situations in our life that we're not being open up to, like the heart being open, whatever. So the heart chakra governs our immunity, the lungs and the heart, our chest area, the thymus, as well as our arms and our hands. So you hear people saying, you know, when they had a heart attack, that you hear some people saying that they had a pain down their left arm. So the organs of the heart are associated with the emotion of joy, and the lungs, joy, excitement, laughter. Also the negative, or will we call it the negative, is heartache, anxiety, whatever. And the lungs are the breath, but they're also grief and sadness. So the imbalances of the heart are poor circulation, high and low blood pressure, and other conditions that are affected by the heart and the lungs. The breath, the lungs and the heart are so closely connected. The lungs to bring the oxygen into the heart that flows around our body. So the breath, that's why they talk about the breath being so important. So now we go to, as I said, to heart 7. And it's the point for emotional issues to treat internal organs for anxiety, panic and worry. It's at the baby finger side crease. It's at the other side of where we've done before, which is the PC. So it's the nearest to your little finger, but it's in the crease of the hand. Again, you can rotate with emotion. I'm not using my thumb today because I've actually, but the thumb is good because I've hurt my thumb. So you can use that. It's great for sinusitis as well, so it'll loosen up things. It's marvelous to know that we can do so much for ourselves before it reaches a sense of stagnation where everything is blocked. That if we do these things on a regular basis, we can keep things flowing and moving. Okay. So gallbladder 13 then. So gallbladder 13 is at the front again. So we can use, as you can see, there's loads of gallbladder points there. And a lot of people have gallbladder headaches. Now that can actually be to do with their diet as well. But it also can get rid of phlegm and to help with sleep, anxiety, fear, and dizziness. You know, when you think that all we'll have to do, because most people will say with that gallbladder is because they're holding back emotions. They're not actually, you know, they ask you, do you find it easy to cry? And most people, now it could be going back from a child even, where, you know, you've held everything in. So the gallbladder then represents bitterness, resentment, and just really about frustration as well with situations. Frustration, but you're not doing anything about it. So you're going around maybe treading on eggshells, things are bothering you, and you end up with a headache because you're not saying it. So here we go. Speak your truth. You may not always oblige, but you can speak obligingly. Pick your time. When you've calmed down, I was told the 9-second rule. And if it's not a good time then to do it, just wait until you calm down and the other person has calmed down, when it's a good time to talk about things and how you're feeling. You know, if you're anxious, if you're feeling vulnerable, or whatever's going on. Because most of the time, if you speak up, especially with the gallbladder, because it's holding back emotions, when you speak, it usually helps the situation. And sometimes when you speak to somebody, you'll wonder why when you speak to them and they're so they're listening to you and they're acknowledging what's going on, you'll wonder to yourself why you didn't do this stuff before. But it's all about doing it in the right way, I feel, for me anyway. That's been my experience. I'm not going to do it shouting and whatever. But you know what? Don't be holding them emotions, because that's what's causing the problems and the disease. Okay? Can you see now where it is? Yeah. So there's a lot of points there, and you can see them on your diagrams when it goes out, okay? Then we've got the long 7 to 9, which is what we call in the chicken bone. So again, once there's a few, you can go like the small intestine, you can move up and do it. It's the side of your thumb. And most people, I always find this tender. I find this particular one tender for me. Probably because I was a heavy smoker. And so this one is really good for the moment, actually, to keep your immune system free, to unblock your, to stop coughs, as well as maybe you take vitamin C and whatever it is you take. But it's good for flu symptoms, for congestion, and it helps relieve sore throats as well. So also the thumb side is the internal pathway that passes through lungs, the stomach, and the intestines, and it can give you more air. So you see in Chinese medicine, Nothing is separate, everything is interconnected. Because if it was separate, we could probably live forever, because you could just replace different things. So it's important to have everything working in working order. Yeah. So this one is a lovely one that I love. And, you know, sometimes I do the stress beads for people, and I treat them. This is a great one for addictions as well. So as you can see where it is, and you can use, you know, just use your thumb and your finger and just kind of roll it is what I do. Particularly if you can't sleep, it's really good. Great for stress. And when you're stressed, you're tired. So it brings energy into the body and it settles the mind. The Shenman. I love at the ears because the points I'm giving you are points where it's easily accessible. So if you're in work or if you're having a particularly stressful day, you can go anywhere and do that. Same as the next one. You know, get rid of the tension. 1, 2, 3. It's almost like you're letting all the stress out of your body. Okay, and another one I love is the morning energizer. That's the yin yang, the ren and the dew, and we can do that one. That's an easy one to do. A little bit of pressure, but not too much pressure. And one of my ones is for letting go. My favorite. I'm actually doing it automatically most of the time without even realizing I'm doing it. Again, I can't use my thumb today, so I'm using this finger. So it's in between your first finger and your thumb. And go nice, and you don't need to press too hard with it because it's usually tender. So for me, when I think about letting go, as we've done today, so it might be a good one to do now, just because we've let go of a lot of the heart and the past issues. We could do that now. So you're relieving your fear, your anxiety. It could be anger, could be whatever it is. And your body can go into spasm with stress or whatever it is. So you're relieving the aches and the pains. So then kidney 27 is both sides of the thymus. Well, you can tap all up there. They're tapping points as well. To release shock and trauma. They're great at this time, actually. They're a great point to do at this time when you're feeling stressed. So if you can see what I'm doing, you can move all up and down there, either side. And if you see what we're doing today is a lot of them, because it's pericardium, which is the heart protector, and the heart and the small intestine, all closely connected, all closely connected. The pericardium is the heart protector, and it holds all of whatever of every lifetime. So that's a good one. So it's where the two little wrists in your wrist, where your wrist flexes, and there's two little lines. I forget what I call them now, but they're in between that. And you can just move up and down there because they're all the pericardium. Sometimes what I do is move it that way. So as I'm letting you know, it's like when you click your fingers. Whatever feels good for you to do that. So you can move it. It's also very good for motion sickness and the autonomic nervous system. Stress. Especially if we brought it in, because sometimes we do. If our parents have been through very stressful situations, or our grandparents even, you know, where they've been in famines or war or whatever it is, you know. Don't want to get too much into that, but you know, we're working on releasing all of that stuff, you know. So that's your pericardium. Okay. So now we're going to do a few cards. And I picked the first one, and it came out, as I said, for anybody that was here for the first one, and it says leap of faith. And it was very interesting because it says take a risk and put your heart's true desire into actions. And I think a lot of us, you know, if we're not in a relationship, and even in a relationship, it's really about just being yourself. And if there's something bothering you, like what we were talking about with the gallbladder, holding it all in and getting frustrated and resentful, look, just pick your time, pick a good time though. I was never good at, I'm great at picking a good time now, and it makes a big difference. Now, I'm not saying I do it 100%, but I'm, you know, I'm getting there. So, you know, I'm proud of myself for getting as far as I am. So put your true heart's desire into action, which is self-love. Now let's see what else we've got, what the cards are going to show us today. I'm going to pull 3 cards, yeah? And the cards are for the collective. You know, I've just got to say thank you everybody that's come on to this call or gets the recording. For myself, for Sandra, for Jen Anderson, who's helped with my website, for anyone that's given me support, for you all for being on board today. And the heart will show us heart and air relationships. So, Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Just trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. The heart sings to you when it's right. The heart tells you what's right. You know when it feels right, when you feel it in your heart. So more and more that we're tapping in to that solar plexus and that heart connection. When we take the breath, when we slow ourselves down, and as we know, be still and know into that heart and breathe into that heart. And sometimes, as it says, take appropriate action without delay. You know, if you're not in a relationship and you like somebody, bite the bullet, give them a smile, go over and talk to them. When I was younger, I wouldn't do that. I do it today, but you know, even if I wanted to talk to somebody or even give somebody a compliment and just tell them, you know, you're looking really well. I mightn't even know them. And especially for me to say that to the male, you know. So be more adventurous, be more daring, and be more daring in your relationships. Infinite supply. It's already there. We don't have to reach out. We've got an infinite supply for today and all our tomorrows. And you know, this is the truth because this is my practice. The more that I could say, I love you, the more that I can go in and do my mantra of every day in every way, I'm getting healthier. Every day in every way, I'm getting happier. Every day in every way, whatever it is, whatever it is. Instead of saying, I can't, when we say every day in every way, it's already there. It's like what it's saying. You are supplied already for all your tomorrows. So a change in that broken record, as I call it, the one that keeps going round and round and round in the head, telling you that you're this or you're that, or you're not this or you're not that. Know that you are just absolutely perfect, exactly where you are with every experience. I say for myself, whatever's happened in my life, do I call it good or bad? It's an experience. And for me, if I'd have been too comfortable in my life with things, I wouldn't be where I am today. Because we don't ask for God if everything is too comfortable, do we? Finally, the arts. You know, we talk about being creative, and creative is so many different things. So it's saying, express yourself through creative activities. And I've seen people, you know, people online that are doing certain things, you know, and it's so beautiful. Let's support one another with everything. We're not in competition with anybody. Whoever's to come will come. Whoever doesn't come is not meant to come. We don't need to reach for anything. Continue and be creative and have fun. I was doing gardening today and I'm having a great, I just love seeing them grow. It's just wonderful. So be creative. Play music, whatever it is. So we're coming to a close now. I hope you've enjoyed our heart meditation. I feel so privileged to be doing this and so grateful for the support I've got for doing it. And remember how powerful you are, that you've sent out this beautiful, heartfelt meditation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now I'm just going to review the program for next week. And I'm just going to let you know a few house, whatever they call it. And then we'll unmute. Okay, is that okay? Housekeeping. Thank you. So next week, I'd like to invite you for the throat chakra, which is communication. That will be week 5. It's the same, the dates are the same, the Sundays are the same, 7 o'clock. If anybody needs the Zoom password, I've already sent it out, but if anybody needs it. So next week is June the 21st, and it's the throat. If you need to contact me, my website is acuangels.com. And remember that Creek and Wellness Retreat, where I do some sound healing classes and treatments, is open. It's open to all the classes, and if you look it up on the website, you'll see different people are doing some Zoom, some open air, and it was such a pleasure to go there this week. I hope did you see my little video that I sent? It was so wonderful to go down there and to be in that space and to send everybody love. So my website, as I said, and my email is ellisdooley@gmail.com. If anybody hasn't paid yet, it's PayPal, electronic payments, ellisdooley@gmail.com. And that a percentage is going to something that is near to Derek's heart, which is a variety club, the children's charity in Ireland. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I hope your heart feels light. I hope you will have joy of the little child within. Namaste. Drink loads of lemon water. I can feel my voice now, so that your heart energy can grow and grow. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Sean. Sean is sending love to everybody. The gorgeous Sean. Thank you. And also Linda. We're all sending love to one another. Once again, thanks for being at this beautiful. It's been so wonderful for me to do the heart, well, all of them, but for the heart in particular, I really feel it was going out, you know, it was going out there strong. And I hope when it came back to you, hit you bang in the heart. From Pamela as well, love to everybody.